Sorry, I had to find a spot.
How are you today?
Good, just waking up. How's it going, man?
I'm sounds good, Chris. So, Chris, Jupiter Jazz and the Suicide Cult, your new album is to be out on August 26th. So, can you tell me a bit about the songwriting and production behind this new album?
It's very all over the place. Songwriting wise, lyrically wise, it's from every song has a different personality to it. Every song, I mean, we took our time with this album. This is something we did during the pandemic. So it involves a lot of mix of pop culture references, such as blending with suicide and just personal life stuff like that, and drug use and all kinds of crazy shit. But yeah, it's definitely a very personal album to us, and a lot of work that we put into it. But yeah, sorry, it's
sounds good, Chris. Sounds good. And was there any particular concept that was put behind this album?
Come again?
Was there a concept that was put behind this album?
If there's a story to be told, it's something that's a David Bowie kind of emotion, mixed with the brutality, rock star lifestyle, very much. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to talk about within just 2 minutes. It turned into like a whole hour conversation. I mean, like the first song we have on the album, Brujas Slowly They Burn, is actually a song that was inspired by brutality of women and how men control their lives, as well as the use of crystal meth and stuff like that, to where you get something like Zero Bullshit that hits you right afterwards, which is inspired Zero mixed with the reference of Nero, the Roman emperor, who, you know, played music while the kingdom was being burned down and stuff like that. And then you have something like Gravity Kills, it hits third song right after it, and that song is just the way of the world bringing you down. Gravity Kills is also the title, inspired by Jupiter being the planet in our solar system, I guess the Milky Way wise, that has the heaviest gravity, and there's no way you can survive that planet due to the gravitational pull of it. So this is, you know, every song has a different personality. So yeah, and that's just lyrically speaking.
Sounds good, Chris. And you released a video for the song "Goat Fucker." So can you tell me a bit about the making of this video?
Video, I mean, with me, I've always been like a huge fan of White Zombie to Ministry videos, as well as David Bowie videos, and just all kinds of wild stuff. So the video is a mix of the movie Haxen, the German movie, as well as the ending clip of the video is also inspired from Begotten. And the video itself is about witchcraft and all that stuff. The movie was banned like all over the world. First, like really one of the few horror movies, as well as Begotten. And the opening scene is actually God killing themselves to recreate life on Earth. And the song Goat Fucker, I mean, you can interpret it any way you want to interpret it as, but the song, it's inspired about people who follow cults. I mean, different types of cults. It could be pop idols or, you know, political people, religious people, religions and stuff like that. There's a line on there that's called that says fuck your God and swallow the seed on there as well. So it's very cult following, the song. Or it could just be about fucking a goat, you know.
Yeah.
Just because we're from Texas does not mean we just goats. No.
And do you guys have any plans to come up with more videos before the release of the album?
Yeah, we got one already, I believe, planned for early August, entitled with our song NecroMantis. And it's a mix of live footage as well as footage from the movie. I'm all doing the video, and I forgot the song, the movie. But yeah, it's a surprise. It's a blend with another extra old school movie and with live footage using the song NecroMantis, which is a song about toxic relationships and stuff like that, and how people just can't be together, and also about kinky shit. So that should be coming out early August.
That sounds good. Sounds good, Chris. And talking about the album, 10 amazing songs, beautifully done, like your signature kind of music that you have put inside. Every song is really done. Great work again from you guys. And as a band, how do you feel about the outcome of this new album?
It was fucking amazing. Like while nobody's able to play shows, this is what we were doing for 2 years, and then we had the album wrapped up, and the pandemic and everything still was closed, and we just decided to release it this year. And the album was great. You got me doing bass and vocals, Matt doing guitar and vocals, and Rom Gov on drums, and just a beautiful process together. And this is the first album we did with Rom Gov and his brother Kafir Gov, recorded, produced, and mix. And we had Mior do the mastering for us as well. And that was all done at Evil Snail Studios in Austin, Texas. And Kafir was an amazing magician, and he's Rom's brother. So they're just like this in the recording studio, and like Rom's just an amazing drummer, probably one of the best drummers in the world, because he's in my band. He does play with other bands as well, but the guy, most of the songs on the album we recorded, he didn't just one take. But yeah, I mean, the process itself was very fun for sure.
Amazing, amazing. And how is the touring plan looks for you guys this year?
We're looking at possibly October and onwards. I mean, gas prices are, well, they're cheaper over here than they are in California, but it's just going up. So you got to slowly plan the right shows at the right times. Definitely next year for sure. Right now we're just doing them scattered out, but October is like one of my favorite months for shows. So we already got several plans for all over Texas right now. And then we're going from there, as well as just focusing on the album right now. But next year should be a whole different story for everybody, I believe.
Yeah. Amazing. And Stitched Up was formed back in 2016. So how has the musical journey been for you guys so far?
Musical journey has been very strange, but awesome. I mean, we had our first album released called 86 back in 2018 with our original drummer, Alan Caldwell, and when he left the band, I believe it was 2018. That's when we got Rom on board later that year, and then we started playing a lot of shows, and then we started building up, and then came 2019. That's when we started writing the album, and then 2020 hit, and then everything just went for everybody. But I mean, we're doing some shows hidden here and there all over the place while everything's locked down. But yeah, I mean, it's been an interesting journey for everybody. And then our former drummer, Alan Colwell, he passed away last year.
This sounds to hear.
And yeah, it's our last song, Mars, was actually one of the last songs we worked with the guy, and was somewhat of a tribute to him as a closer to the album. And the song Mars, at the end of the album, we use the James Jones Massacre tape sampled throughout. So it blends in and wraps up the album nicely. Like, some people who've heard us before, like, that seems weird to have as a song for y'all's album after you hear the whole album. But it ties in the entire album together. And we also have Matt's son, James McMorrin, doing keys on that last song for us as well. So, I mean, life itself, I mean, it wraps up very strangely, but it's a beautiful thing for everybody, you know, once you give it a chance and stuff like that. I mean, this album that we wrote, I mean, we had a lot of people pass away recently during, you know, these last couple of years. A lot of them through suicide, or just destroying themselves and things like that. This is a nice fitting tribute to all those people as well.
And I know the album release is almost 2 months away, but do you currently have any plans for the day of the release?
Definitely dropping the CDs like all over the place. I believe we actually have a show on that release day as well. It was unintentional, but that's going to be at Kick Butt Coffee, I believe, with Tibetan Sky Burial, and we're trying to get these other two bands as well. And Tibetan Sky Burial is a really badass band, and Ram actually plays drums on with that band. So if you haven't seen or heard Tibetan Sky Burial, if you're in Austin, good time to check them out. They're all over Spotify as well, Tibetan Sky Burial. So that's actually going to probably be one of the plans. That, and as well as Corpus Christi, Texas, will be back over there. That's my hometown, so it's like a hometown reunion with some homies and stuff like that as well.
Sounds good. And any particular merchandise that you have currently on plans for the release?
Wait, say that again? Sorry.
Do you have any merchandise in plans to go along with this album?
Oh, yeah. I'm stuck outside in this little corner spot, so it's hard for me to pop out and grab a CD. But we do have merchandise. We're going to re-up on our shirts when our guitar player, Matt, comes back from Scotland, trying to be a Highlander. And when he returns as a Highlander, he'll also probably have some cool merch for us. We got one with a Cthulhu design that's glow in the dark, and then we also have one that some people have seen, the Brujas one. And our CD is actually a limited edition copy. Mm-hmm. We got some that are glow in the dark. They're coming in with, you know, stickers and all kinds of cool shit. Because I always thought glow in the dark stuff was pretty awesome. I used to have like glow in the dark room, glow in the dark apartment, my old apartment. I would set it up like a mini venue with just posters all over the place, and black lights and stuff like that. And I always thought it was cool to have an album that you can see glow in the dark. So we got the regular album, which is the cover that you see like on Spotify and everything else. And then you have the same exact one, but it glows in the dark. Well, at least under a black light. But yeah, I mean, it should be pretty awesome.
Yeah. Awesome, Chris. And Chris, finally, do you have any message for the fans around the world?
Go fuck a goat. No, I'm just kidding. God, fucking have a blast with your life. Play loud shit. Scream at people for no reason, and rock and roll.
Awesome, Chris. And Chris, I want to thank you so much for giving me today this opportunity to have this great interview with you. And thanks for the amazing music that you guys been giving us to the metal fraternity around the world. Great music, great work from you guys again. And looking forward for the upcoming album to be out on August 26th. And thank you so much for everything. And you have a great day ahead. Take care, man. Bye-bye.